Hello, I'm Paul Green, the founder and chief executive of Over 50s Money. In this video, I'm going to show you how to switch your energy. At Over 50s Money, we recommend that all households look to switch their energy about once a year. The reason for this is that after you've paid for your house, your energy bill is usually your second biggest annual outgoing. Switching energy is reasonably straightforward, but first of all, I'm going to show you how to be properly prepared. You can find our energy switching preparation table on the website, and it's included in a recent article warning that energy prices are expected to increase for the rest of the year. We suggest that you have 4 things to hand when you start your energy switch. It won't take you long to find these things, but having them to hand will give you a more accurate price comparison and help the switch process go through smoothly. So this is the energy switching preparation table, and you need these 4 things. So let's have a look at them. Firstly, you need to know who your energy suppliers are. If you have both mains gas and electricity, you may have a single supplier for both fuels, or you may have 2. You can find out who your suppliers are by looking at your bills. Most of us will either have access to a paper bill or a bill that we can find online from our suppliers. It's very important on point number 2 that you know which tariffs you are on. So each supplier typically has a variety of tariffs in the marketplace, and to get an accurate comparison you need to know which product you're on. Your tariff will be shown on your bill, and the exact name may be long and it's unlikely to be on the first page of the bill, so it's important that you look all the way through your bill to find the information. However, if you can't find the tariff name and you haven't switched for the last year, you will be on their standard tariff, so you can use this to do your energy price comparison. Understanding your usage is important because tariffs are priced by different usage band. So to get an accurate comparison, you need to know roughly how much energy you use. And this again will be on your bill. And if you've submitted a meter reading or you've had your meter read, it will be accurate. Your usage will be on other materials that you have from your supplier, such as confirmation of your direct debits changing, or if you've got a document like an annual statement. However, if you're unsure of your usage, be certain to use the estimator on the Energy Helpline website or ask for an energy advisor to help you if you're doing your switch over the phone. The estimator tool is easy to use. All you need to do is answer a few simple questions and you'll get a reliable view about how much energy you use in your home. The 4th thing that you should do is have your bank details to hand. Your bank details are needed because most people switch to a direct debit tariff because these are the cheapest ways to pay for your electricity and gas. So the details of your bank account will be either on your bank statements or in your checkbook. So I thought it would be interesting to look at a real bill and just find out how a real bill looks and where you can find information such as your tariff. So this is actually a bill for my father's gas. So you can see that his current gas supplier is SSE. He does actually have his electricity with SSE as well. And so many people find gas and electricity bills to be hugely complicated and a little bit off-putting to read. And as you can see on the first page of the bill, there's all sorts of different pieces of information. But actually, with his SSE bill, the place that you find your tariff is at the top of page 2. So it says about your gas tariff, and then it says tariff name standard. So for a price comparison for my father, you would actually use SSE on the standard tariff to do his comparison. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at how we can save money on our energy bills by doing a price comparison and switching to a cheaper supplier. So to get started, come to the Over 50s website and then go into our home bills section. Select energy, and this will take you into our many energy pages. So for energy, we've actually partnered with Energy Helpline because we believe that they offer the best energy price comparison and switching service for people aged over 50. So you can do this either online by pressing the big green buttons in the energy section of the website, or if you prefer to speak to a trained energy advisor, you can call them on this number. So we're going to do the price comparison and switch together by clicking the button. So this takes us to the Over 50s Money Energy Switching Service powered by the Energy Helpline. And not surprisingly, I've used this page before. So we're going to start by inputting a new postcode. So the postcode that we're going to input today is ME18 5AB. So we're going to click Get Started. So you start with your postcode because pricing is regionally based and the system needs to know which region you're in. So for the purposes of this comparison, we're going to assume that we don't know that much about our energy and we haven't switched recently. So we do have gas and electricity. However, we don't have them with the same supplier. So in answer to this question, it's no. We haven't switched recently. We do have our gas with British Gas. So although there's a lot of options in the drop-down list for tariffs, because we haven't switched in the last year, we know that we're with the standard variable tariff and we're confident to leave that there. We do pay by monthly direct debit. So we're not with British Gas for our electricity, we're actually with EDF. And again, we haven't switched recently. So although the system gives us lots of options for different tariff names, we're quite happy to stay with standard variable because we know that that's accurate. We don't have an economy 7 meter. We do pay by monthly direct debit. Now our usage we're not sure of, but I do know that I pay somewhere between £1,800 and £2,200 a year. So I'm going to use the usage calculator. So this comes in two forms: a simple calculator, which for gas and electricity asks me if I'm a low, medium or high user, and a detailed usage calculator. So I'm actually going to use the detailed calculator, which is still fairly easy. So we live in a detached house. We've got 5 bedrooms, so that's a fairly big property, and our main cooking source is gas. We cook fairly often, and the central heating is gas based. So the number of occupants in the property is 5, and I would say that the insulation is average. I think it was replaced about 8 years ago, and that we have the house pretty warm because my wife likes a nice warm environment. So if I scroll down, I can see that the system now thinks that I spend just short of £2,500 on my energy, and that does seem a little bit high to me. So on reflection, I think maybe the insulation is good because, you know, it's not that old. So spend has gone down a little bit and it still seems high to me. So maybe actually what we have the kind of thermostat set at is probably normal. And so I'm reasonably confident with this figure. Yeah, so about £1,950 sounds about right to me, just short of £2,000 a year. So let's now have a look and see how much we can save. So system now takes us to what we call the results table, and you can see the cheapest option is with Scottish Power on a product called Super Saver June 2022 B1, and here I could save £150. So Scottish Power is a big supplier I've heard of. The next options from Green, Pure Planet, Bristol Energy, Together Energy, Zebra Power are all smaller suppliers I'm not really that familiar with. Scottish Power, Octopus Energy, OVO Energy are again bigger suppliers. So as the list goes down, the savings decrease. And really I'm quite keen to maximise my savings, I think. So we're going to opt for this product from Scottish Power, which is a big company that has a good reputation. So it says I need a smart meter if I haven't got one. So I don't have one and I would like one. So actually I'm going to apply for this. So I'm not going to fill out all of these details. I'm just going to talk you through how this next bit works. So you need to input some personal information: title, name, date of birth, phone numbers, email address, etc. And then you do need to specify which address you're actually at. So you need to select that from the drop down list, and it's number 8. So do I have a smart meter? No, I don't have a smart meter. How would I like them to communicate to me? So I can choose these options. And of course, I'd always like over 50s money to keep me up to date with things. So I will need to put my bank account details in because I'm paying by direct debit, and then I can review all of my details that I've input by clicking here. Once I've done that, it's important that I then press the confirm button and my switch will go through within about 14 days. So saving money is relatively simple. It takes you a little bit over 5 minutes to do. And we recommend that all households check their gas and electricity options every year or so. Thank you.